Hey everybody, I'm Greg Sowell and welcome to another CIQ demo. Today I'm not actually going to be demoing one of our products. I'm going to be instead showing you how you can kind of get up and moving as fast as possible with playbooks. So a lot of things I've done in the past is enablement based, like I've been teaching people for a really long time. And so a lot of the folks I come into their environments, they're brand new to Ansible. They've never touched it. Maybe they've never even done automation, period. And so how can I get them up and working as fast as possible? One is to attend one of our workshops or have us come in and do a hackathon. Like that's a good one because myself, Jimmy, Ford, all of us love doing it. And those other guys are really good at it. I just pretend to be on TV. But aside from that, one of the things I've found that is the most helpful, at least in recent years, is Github Copilot. Believe it or not, something in AI actually is real. So what's the joke running right now? It's like, hey, quick, find all of our marketing material, find and replace blockchain with AI, right? So it's such a buzzword, but genuinely Copilot, GitHub Copilot specifically, is extremely useful because it integrates into, say, your VS Code right here and can essentially help you build playbooks really quick. So I thought I would just give some demonstrations. So once you actually have it kind of integrated in, you can see it's already like prompting me to, Control I to do stuff. So Control I pops up kind of a chat box that lets me kind of type in what I want. So I can do that, or it can start making suggestions in line, right? So I could do the 3 dashes and I'll do name. And let's see if we can install Apache on Rocky Lin. Okay, there you go. It already knows what it should probably do. And once it makes a suggestion, I can just hit tab and it will accept all that code. So here it added the host portion. I could change that to whatever I want it to be. Become yes. That's probably going to be an accurate statement. So become does privilege escalation. So it's going to do, say, sudo in Linux. So it will actually kind of elevate privileges, which you generally need to install stuff. It created the task section, install Apache. Let's see, it's using package. I don't like that. So what I wanted to do is use the DNF module. So instead, here, for example, I can highlight this right here and I can either Control I or I can hit chat right here. And I like chat. So let's just say quick commercial break. So here at CIQ, we absolutely love helping customers build their automation environment as well as their automation practice. We have also become experts in migrating from one flavor of enterprise Linux over to another. I think you know which one is going to be my preferred for you to move to. So if you need help with enterprise Linux or migrations or automation, please give us a holler. Plus, Jimmy's getting bored and he tends to get really annoying when that happens. So I genuinely need your help to keep him busy. So drop us an email. New chat. So we'll kind of clean it out so it's nice and fresh. And I can say, use the fully qualified collection name and use the DNF module. Let's do that. All right, it's Rocky 9. I know I want to use kind of DNF, so it's going to be a much better representation, and it made it fully qualified, Ansible built-in DNF. And then right there, it allows me to apply an editor. If I click that, it just magically pushes that over. So on the service one, I want this to actually use a fully qualified collection name. So right here, I'm just going to say, use all fully qualified collection names. And it should make a suggestion right there, and I'll go ahead and push that in. And so you can see it quickly made the update right there. So I can highlight individual lines, I can highlight whole chunks of my code, or I can just say in general, hey, make this modification for me, and it will do those things. So here, let's take a look at the service name. Yeah, it picked the name, state started, and enabled yes. So enabled is essentially telling it whenever you boot, you should go ahead and start that service as well. So you can see that you can quickly create your playbooks, right? If I want to keep iterating on this, I can just add an extra line, start typing what I want the name is. The more verbose I am, the better it is at guessing. And also, interestingly enough, if I have multiple tabs open, it will keep that in its memory. So if I create some variables in a different playbook, or maybe it's a YAML task file or something like that, and I move back to a different tab, it's going to have those variables in memory. And so it'll actually start pre-populating some of my tasks with those variables. It's so crazy how well it kind of integrates all these pieces together. But it's not just your system stuff. Say I wanted to make a playbook that does name, let's say, add a VLAN to a Nexus switch, then place that on an access port. So let's see what it suggests for me there. Does it actually suggest anything? Sometimes it doesn't, right? It doesn't know exactly what to do. So you just go ahead and go to the next line and it'll go ahead and give you some options here. Host, localhost, that's going to be incorrect because my localhost obviously isn't a Nexus switch, but I mean, you're going to have to change all that stuff anyway. The connection local, that's going to go away when you're not doing localhost. Gather facts, turning that off actually is paramount because in your networking stuff, I don't like no, yes and no here. I like false. I like true and false. I mean, you're entitled to do it the other way, but you're also entitled to be wrong. So both work. I just like true, false. But let's take a look. It did NXOS VLANs. It did the interface. So it's actually configuring the interface and it just kind of arbitrarily picked a VLAN. It's pretty cool. So I could go ahead and maybe add a vars section, say, here's the VLAN variable, and then I can have it go ahead and replace that throughout the rest of this. So you can see it's not 100% foolproof, perfect, but it sure is getting you there really quick. So I'm just going to say for $10 a month, which is what this costs, which is pennies, honestly, if you really break it down, it's less than you're paying for coffee every day. It can really rapidly increase your development cycle. So I think I've cut mine down to 25% of what it used to take for me to do all this stuff. And it's even good at like complex regex statements and various things like that. So if you want to use this beyond playbooks, it's great at virtually every programming language that exists out there. So if you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear how you're using this. Do you have any special hidden features in here? I know my guy Nick is the one who turned me onto this, and he has done some credible kung fu with it. So he'll probably have some suggestions in there. But if you have any, let me know. If this is new to you, let me know too. If it's helped you out in some various ways, I'd love to hear that as well. So if nothing else, happy playbook creation, happy co-piloting, and we'll see you next time. Bye.